Okay, there we go again. A new day, a new live stream. After some nice volatility that we had on the chart. Very nice, very nice. Welcome everyone. Welcome. I want to give you a little sneak peek of something today. One second. Okay. What's up, everyone? Michael Medina, Gal, Christian, Cliff, Zello, LJ. What's up, guys? Bina, Ice Cubes Lady, Lowry. Welcome, Lowry. Nicholas, John, Sam, LJ. What's up, guys? Thank you, John, John Ercanation. Thanks for all the comments, man. Is the webcam a little bit... that's better, no? It was a little bit blurry. Okay, we back. Okay. I'm gonna give you a sneak peek today of something. Because for the past 5 months, we have been working on creating a very, very big Elliott Waves PDF, which is gonna be in more detail to compared to anything you've seen, a lot more detailed than the Elliott Wave principle book, a lot more information, a lot more stuff for all of you, and we are not yet finished. But we are slowly but surely getting there. And I just like to show you the progress. So what you see on the screen right now is all of the current pages. We're not yet fully finished. Currently, this counts 50 A4 pages. So 50 A4 pages are currently inside our big Elliott Wave PDF. And it has everything that, like, seriously everything you need. Everything. All the patterns, more and more information. There's Fibonacci channels, more stuff. Everything explained in detail. Of course, I can't yet fully show it, but everything is explained in detail. We made our own separate star rating for certain different things. We talk about probabilities. We have bullish and bearish scenarios. There's so much going on in that document, and yeah, kind of like what Sam says. It's not really a PDF anymore. It's not just a page per pattern. You know, it has grown to something a lot more than just that. It's indeed more a compendium, or I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you can call it really a book, because even though we do have, of course, like some text and some storylines in there. It's not like a book full of text, and it's more, I guess, artistic in a way, with lots of drawings and examples and things, and but it's big, and we've been working on this for since July, so we've been at it for a long time. Jeroen has been doing an amazing job, and yeah. Blurred on purpose after the first blur. Yeah, the blur was on purpose. Oh man, I can't deny it. I look forward to it being published. It's a lot. So I'm sure many will enjoy that. And I need to think about how do we call it? How do we call it? Welcome, everyone. Good to have you here. Of course, I said hi to all of you, but let's check the messages here. 618 touched. Now wave 4 is invalidated. What's next? Does this mean we are still in wave 3? Nope. We are counting this move then to the downside as a zigzag, which means we're going to look at corrective structures locally and not impulsive structures to the downside. Doesn't mean you can't go down, but you're going to be looking for, in that case, a double zigzag or a WXY or a flat. Gonna pour some bubbly water in my glass. 1 second. So in today's live stream, we are mainly going to focus on Bitcoin and chatting and Q&A, answering questions and education and that sort of stuff. We'll see how far we get before I then have to go. Maybe, I'm not sure if we can do some alts today, but family of my wife arrived. 1 second. I'll put a little bit of light. Is this better or worse? Wait, let me... Where is my... Oh, wait. Yeah, never mind. So the family of my wife arrived today, or last night. Not today, but last night. And they are from South Africa. So some family members, her mother, her sister, someone else, and some, they arrived now. So they're here. They're currently in the city. And I'm doing my thing. I'm of course, I'm here with you all. But after this live stream, I will join the family. And for your information, this weekend, usually in the weekend, of course, it's quiet because I do my own stuff and personal stuff. But just to make sure, this weekend won't be any updates because I will be skiing with all of them. I'm the I'm the only one that can actually snowboard. They are from South Africa. Like I don't know. I used to be a snowboard instructor myself. So I'll probably just be giving lessons for 2 days because I think they're going to have a very tough time. But it should be fun. And then on Monday and Tuesday, I'll be in Paris. But I will bring my recording stuff with me. Not the prompter and all the big stuff, but I'll grab my laptop, my mic, mouse and stuff. And then from the hotel room, I am probably able to like do a live stream somewhere or record a video. So I'll at least take my stuff. Usually it's live streams if I'm not home, right home here. Usually live streams are a bit easier for me because I can analyze the chart while you guys are watching. So it also saves a bit of time, if you know what I mean. But just so you know what happens in the upcoming days, I suppose. So very nice, very nice, very nice. Okay, making this a little bit smaller. Camera fuzzy was, at least the webcam should be sharp again, but the screen, of course, was fuzzy. Incredible how the flat scenario played out last night. Ice Cubes lady, yeah, very, very nice. I mean, honestly, the flat didn't play out because we never got a wave 5 down because 4 is now invalidated. But the probabilities, right, when you touch, we'll go over it a little bit again, but if once we hit 100K, 100.063 on my chart, the probabilities were higher for a bigger corrective structure. And yeah, we basically went down all the way to pretty much 90K, no? So was very nice indeed. Let me actually park it here, so I'm actually looking at all of you. LJ, welcome, man. How are you doing? Are you on your bicycle again, or Nicholas? Thanks for the like. AJ, what's up? Slipstream, welcome, man. Thanks for the gifts yesterday, dude. Jeffrey, welcome. Mr. Otter. Donders, welcome happen. Are we gonna speak with accents now? No? Northern accents. You were living in the north, right, LJ, the Netherlands? Mook hebben. Oh wait, yeah. Now I realize it's Mook. Can the wave C in a flat be an expanding diagonal? Yes. Probabilities would suggest that to be low probabilities, of course. If you can do alts later, Binance chart. VRA. I have a feeling we've done that one not too long ago. This is the Linktree, by the way. You can find this in the description. So in the title, I write all the alts that we have been doing the past couple of days. I'm not sure if VRA is in here, but I don't quickly see it. But yeah, let's see how much time we have in a little bit. What's up, Bogdan, man? How you doing? Welcome. Finally done with my midterms. Got 2 weeks of trading ahead. Now we're talking. You joined at a nice moment in time, right after the drop. Sorry to hear you have to go to Paris. Oh, I like Paris. Of course, opinions differ, but I like it. You know, I like it. I like Paris. I enjoy being there. Been there many times. My mom is from Paris, so yeah. We touched the 886 in the bottom. This one is irrelevant. Yeah, this one is not relevant. The only 886s that are relevant are 886s where you want to look for a wave 1. So if you think this counted as a potential wave 1, then the 886 is important from the low to the high. But we never counted this whole structure as a wave 1 with a potential 2. So therefore the 886 is irrelevant. Yeah. You know the weather in the Netherlands? I do. Well, actually, wait, gotta check. I have let's see. Weather. Currently in Nistelrode, it's 9 degrees and cloudy, a little bit of sun. Not bad. Just tell me Bitcoin to go 80K. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? Patrick, what's up? I hope not too many had a cross long open. Nah, I had a long, but I closed, or I had my stop loss in profit on top of the 618. So I prepared everything already. So as price was moving up, it was quite clear, right? Like touch the 618, expect a deeper retracement. So I moved my stop losses into profits on the 618. And the moment it's touched, I was out, but I was like, you know, risk management. So, you know, stopped out in profit, perfectly fine. Alter Damon, by the way, welcome to Diamond, man. Out of nowhere, popping in. What's up? Welcome to the team. You probably filled in the form, so that's good, and we will get you sorted, yo. Welcome, man. It's gonna be good times. Lot to learn. Okay, everyone, today, live stream, Bitcoin is the focus. And we'll see how far we get, and then chat and Q&A and all the good stuff. Also, I am happy to announce that today, for the first time, I recorded a new style of video, which is a talking head video about the 6 steps to build a profitable trading plan, which if you would execute on everything and you have a simple plan, you can easily do it in less than 90 days and have a very good trading plan. So that's what the title is about. That's what the story is about. It's about the 6 steps in a lot of detail, because during live streams, we quite often get questions about plans or should I long, short, and all that stuff. And we always say, you got to think about the 6 steps. And there's a video coming. So I recorded it. We wrote a whole script for it. And I recorded it today with my teleprompter here. The settings were quite good. Maybe you sometimes still see my eyes like reading the text, but it should be quite natural, I think. I checked it myself. I'm used to using teleprompters because of my television background. So I have no problem speaking, but of course I need to make sure the settings are right, but I think they're pretty good. So that one is coming. You can look forward to that one as well. So very, very nice. Okay. We're going to start with Bitcoin, everyone. I'm not sure if we get to the alts, but well, we'll see how far we get. We're going to start on the weekly, as we like to do, and then we go to the lower time frames step by step. Koen, can you check AX? We'll see where we are with regards to alts later, if we do them or not. I'm not planning to stream like for another 2 hours, but you never know how things go, because I do have family over and they're currently in the city, so missing out. I'm FOMOing. No. Do you have any technical analysis for XRP? Yeah, all-time highs. 886 is touched. And I'm not sure if it actually made all-time highs already, but the 886 was touched. Any move to the downside on XRP is higher probability corrective. It's normal after an 886 touch that you take from all-time high to the low, the first low that was made after all-time high. It's normal to see a rejection towards the golden pocket, or at least in the direction. You might reach it, but we'll see. But then you are still looking for all-time highs to come. So XRP on the high time frame, bullish. And on XRP as well, with the volume coming in, which is the same on most alts, you're still looking for wave 4s and wave 5s because it's just going up, wave 3. So you're still looking for wave 4 and wave 5. Okay. Oh, by the way, guys, I got to show you one final thing. Look at what I've done. Wait. Oh, wait. You guys saw yourself. Yeah. Koens. That's what ChatGPT is made for. Okay, let's start. Weekly. What's the time? 22 minutes into the live stream. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, Sam. I've been checking with ChatGPT like different like colors and reps and whatnot. It's interesting. On the weekly time frame, everyone, let's start on Bitcoin. This is your conservative bullish scenario, of course. We've been talking about this pretty much the whole year, I suppose. So yeah, your common target area, 81K to 130K. You're looking in this scenario for wave 5. Now, this is, of course, your conservative scenario, looking for price to end the bull market around, well, currently between where we are now and 130K pretty much. And what is important here is the volume. Currently, we have a higher high on the chart here, but a lower high on Coinbase. I realize that on some other charts, there's higher volume, but I trade and analyze Coinbase for reasons based on data and statistics, which have to do with volume, the candlesticks, and the wicks. And based on that data, Coinbase for me is the best chart to analyze with regards to Elliott waves and the most trustworthy. So I would like volume to move up as price moves up. If volume moves up and takes out the volume peak we had over here, then we can start talking about the potential for the more bullish scenario, right? The probabilities would increase for that scenario. Second, if you just smash this target and move above, like far above it, then we can also talk about the potential, at least, for a bigger impulse, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 4, 5, right? So you're going to have higher targets. And for this to increase in probabilities, you actually want volume to increase with price moving up, which at the moment is not yet the case. But nonetheless, we are still looking for higher prices. Now, on the daily time frame, this is similar to the morning analysis, so this will be more of a short summary. But here we are still looking for an impulse to the upside, a sideways range in 4, and then price to continue to the upside in a wave of 5. Target area for your wave 4 was touched here. Of course, it's still quite a big target area, but you at least hit the retracement target for a wave 4. That's most important. Now, the only key thing here is that, and I mentioned it specifically in the morning update, but you cannot end a corrective structure at this low for a wide wave 4 that started after 3 being here. According to rules and guidelines and Elliott wave structures, you cannot end wave 4 at this low if that's your 3, right? Because your wave 4 in this scenario now has to be either a flat or you need to have a WXY, right? But preferably when you take out this high, the start of your correction, you think about flats. But in an ABC flat, you need a 5-wave structure. But this move down is very much a 3-waver that we had yesterday. More about that on the 1 hour, right? We want to keep it simple. That's also what the title is about. It's about keeping it simple. Now, the conclusion is the same, right? So the conclusion is we just range looking for 4 and then eventually 5 to the upside. In other words, we're still looking for price to move to higher prices, right? Or for Bitcoin to move to higher prices. It's just that there is the expectation of ranging for a longer period of time again. It's also weekend. Weekend is coming up. Weekend most commonly, price goes sideways, right? And not impulsive, something that we have to keep in mind as well. Now, alternatively, right, you can have a finished blue 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blue 3 finished, blue 4, blue 5. Okay. Now, the minimum target here is also hit, the 0.236, 93.4K, with the low that we made here yesterday. But of course, you would like this wave 4 to be longer in time. And that's actually like more or less the conclusion based on the local structure here is the probabilities at the moment are higher. We are not yet finished ranging. Because if we are looking for a wide 4, we can't end the corrective structure at this low. We need a bigger structure, right? And if we look at the blue wave 4, then we also want a bigger structure. Because one candle blue 4 against this blue 2 is way too short, right? So we're actually looking for corrective structures preferably, but the conclusion is the same. You still look for price to take out all-time high, right? If we then go to the 1 hour, this is of course where things are most interesting. This is your 3-wave structure, right? Now in a flat, which is now very low probabilities, 3-wave A, 3-wave B, 5-wave C, you wanted to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? You can see how 3-wavy this is. You were still looking for 4 and 5, but 4 now hit the 0.618, taken from high of 2, low of 3. And the 0.618 is like an invalidation for 4. So this scenario, therefore, looking for a wave 5 down in C doesn't make sense anymore. And therefore, we then switch to, arguably, a more bullish scenario, because now we count this as a zigzag A, B, and an extended wave is C. Touching the 618, invalidating wave 4, gives us a 3-wave structure down. And that means that we now have a corrective structure to the downside. And a corrective structure to the downside immediately increases the probabilities to take out the high. Now, of course, that doesn't necessarily need to happen in a straight line. We got to wait and see what Bitcoin is going to give us, right? But the probabilities unrelated to local ranging structures here is higher to take that high. A zigzag can be part of larger corrective structures. So the fact you have an ABC down here opens the door to, well, other scenarios, but we'll only figure out which scenario then gets the higher probability as new information comes in, right? So an ABC zigzag can be part of sharp WXY, double zigzag, WXY, sideways, WXY, right? Can also be parts of flats, ABC, can be part of triangles, right? So there's many options. We just got to be a bit patient to see which one is going to form, because the probabilities on the daily are higher. We are looking still for a bigger range to form. With the conclusion being taking out this high. And that's the same on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, probabilities are also higher to eventually take out this high. So that's the probabilities from an Elliott wave point of view. Now, something that I find incredibly interesting is what we have on the chart here. And Liquid Mafia, amazing analyst, by the way. He's in Discord. You can search for his name, Liquid Mafia, in Discord. He is a specialist in using Fibonacci rings, a very unique style of analysis. And he also wrote a comment on the video this morning saying, I also thought about this, like this pink stuff after seeing this drop. So he was like, I've seen this before last year, and so did I. Because when I analyzed the chart this morning after the drop, it immediately hit me that we had similar price action in the past. And that is the pink stuff. Now, of course, price does not repeat, but it can rhyme. So if we go down, down, down here to a long time ago, then what you see here is the ETF announcement. But before the ETF announcement, we had this. And I will never forget this move because I had the most amount of viewers ever in a live stream during this moment. 500 plus people were watching because I happened to be live. Probabilities, by the way, were higher to move down here, so that was quite interesting. And then we got this move, which of course, I didn't expect it to go this deep, but this is very similar price action to what we had now. But not even this structure, also this is quite similar, right? When we look at the range that started at 99K, we also have a similar movement in price. Then we have a three-wave structure down, where we are now, basically. And what we also have now is a 618 touch to invalidate wave 4, right? So this is, of course, back in the day, but we did the exact same back in the day. What do I do now? Like 1600 or something? Okay, there you go. Well, the red line is your 618. It's a bit too long, but the 618 here was touched. Yeah, and then we just moved sideways, 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 and eventually we moved up. Now, of course, we cannot say that Bitcoin is going to do this and then continue up, take out the high, la-di-la-di-la, and then come back down again to follow the exact pattern. But what we do know is that on a daily time frame, probabilities are higher to continue ranging. With the overall probabilities, the conclusion is we're still looking for higher prices. And on the 1 hour, this move down counts as a zigzag now because we touched the 618, invalidating wave 4, increasing the probabilities as well to take the high. I see a question from Rosie. What about a diagonal? It's too early. Diagonals will never have the highest probabilities in this case. You would need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the moment where we start considering diagonals. Once you take the low here, this is the moment we really start to put it on the chart and give it probabilities. So at the moment, that is not a scenario that we can consider, as it doesn't add up to the probabilities of a corrective structure, right? So at the moment. So yeah, that is what's going on, right? So keeping it, I suppose, relatively simple, as stated in the title. If we want to summarize it, right? So summarize, let's go to the weeklies for a final summary of probabilities, making sure it's all clear. Highest probability weekly time frame scenario remains this one till proven otherwise, right? So conservative is always better than being way too bullish, just like people being way too bullish here and then find themselves at the lows soon after. So better be conservative than way too bullish. But yes, we do still expect higher prices, even on the weekly, right? With your alternative being the more bullish scenario, alternative count. So that's probabilities on the weekly. On a daily time frame, probabilities are also higher. That what we are looking for is wave 4 price action. It doesn't even really matter what wave 4 you're looking for, the white or the blue. In both cases, you're looking for price to move up, right? And now I'm really simplifying it, right? Because I do like the nitty-gritty and I do like to go in detail, as many of you guys know, but very simplistic. We are looking for a bigger sideways range to form. Right, we're not yet finished. Bigger sideways range to form, with the conclusion being take out the high. We're still looking for higher prices in 5, and then we'll take it from there. Right, once we make a high and start a new range, we will know exactly what's going to happen next by analyzing the waves at that moment in time. And on the 1 hour time frame, the probabilities are highest for this move down to be a 3-wave structure, which therefore increases the probabilities to take out this high at a later stage. But mind you, on the daily, we are, daily probabilities are higher to look for a bigger sideways range still. Therefore, this zigzag should be at least considered to be the beginning of a bigger corrective structure. But which one it is, we'll have to wait. We don't have the info yet, right? You can have a sharp WXY, you can have a sideways WXY, you can have a flat, you can even still have triangles, right? You just need to wait. So that's it. Weekly is bullish. Daily, looking for a bigger range, but still bullish. We're still looking for price to continue to the upside. And on the 1 hour, 3-wave corrective move down, probabilities are also higher to still take out this high, right? But we need to wait for the structure that's likely to form, right? A bigger corrective structure has a currently higher probability on the daily instead of just continuation for wave 5s. And this is just, I mean, wouldn't it be beautiful to move to 110, 111, just just like the price action at the ETF? Very similar. You can see it on the chart how similar it is. Again, price doesn't repeat, but it definitely sometimes can rhyme, right? Just imagine, boop, and then you find yourself at 86 and then up. Funny little bit of confluence, by the way. This low is exactly on one of my support boxes here. Interesting. So yeah, that's it really. So yeah, personally, I'm not involved at the moment with any local trades here. I was in a long yesterday with the move towards the upside, and I was at that moment in time checking if we get a 4 and a 5 or if we touch the 618, right? So for the people that were at the channel yesterday, we were looking for this. If price touches the 618 here at 100k, probabilities are higher to get a bigger drop. And that's why my stop losses were in profit on top of the 618. So the moment the 618 was touched, profit was in the bag, basically. And at the moment, locally here, I am not involved with anything new. I don't have any new positions going on. But that is, of course, my plan, my strat. I'm just waiting for more information and more sideways ranges and, you know, whatnot. So yeah, that's it. Weekly bullish, daily, higher probability for a bigger sideways range. Conclusion, bullish, still looking for upside. 1 hour time frame, probabilities highest. This is a zigzag 3-wave structure to the downside. Also increasing probabilities to sooner or later take out the highs. And there you go. That is all you need to know, probably for the upcoming days, really. Yeah, we had a bit of news, of course, 2:30 p.m., also at 4 p.m., which is right now. Yeah, it's not like a lot has happened, but sometimes, of course, a bit delayed. So, yeah. But yeah, that's that. No. Okay, some value area highs. So yeah. Okay, let me have a quick look here at chat. Can you check that ETH taking its way again? Hey ho, let's go. Yeah, this was ChatGPT. Yeah, got a rapid. Yeah, I wouldn't put coons that big on the side of a car though, but you know, like the back window could be nice. Data's coming in a few minutes. Correct. What's up, JP? How you doing? Welcome. ETH is flying. Was about time, isn't it? Oh wait, let me put the 1 second here. Elliott wave analysis started at 22 minutes. Now chatting and not chatting in Q&A. Pin a message. Okay. Yeah, so I mean the probabilities on ETH, of course, haven't changed for a long time. Did we now take? Yeah, we finally took that high, so that's one. Next one coming. Very nice. Volume increasing as price moves up. Probabilities are higher for an impulse, and you're still looking for at least 4 5s. But yeah, I mean, what to say, you know, we've been talking about also the 886s here for so long. I mean, the first one was hit 11th of March. You know, that's already when the probabilities are basically higher that any move down has a higher probability of being corrective, because that's what the 886 tells you, right? The moment you hit it, taken from the all-time high to the first low, any move down, higher probability corrective. So the bias is bullish. and you're looking for price to take out the high. So it's just a matter of time, really. Yeah. Just a matter of time. Is there a reason why you check the range from the value area high to high? For me, worked a lot of time from local low to local high. You can use the volume profile, of course, in whatever way you like. So depending on what I am checking, I will drag it from a 1 second 4 hour. So depending on what I'm checking, I'll pull it from a high or a low, right? So with the volume profile, no? So this low here was made in this range, right? So basically, you can see this low was made on top of this range. So what I then always like to do is pull a volume profile from the start of this range to then the end, right? Then we can pull, wait. No, 148 is enough here. Then we can pull one from the high, if you wish to. No? And yeah, and at the moment I'm not really interested in taking them from the low. Of course, alternatively, you can take you could take one here, but we're still in the range, so I'm more interested in taking range information than the move up here, right? So, for example, if price is here, I would pull a Fibonacci, right? And I can pull it from the start to the end of this range, knowing that if price comes down, this range will act as support, right? So in that case, I take the range. Right? I mean, that's what the volume profile is strong or best used. You can use it with impulses as well to try and see if the volume as price moves up is following price, right? And then the volume will act as support when price comes back down. Dar A, amazing technical analysis, by the way. You and Ben are my favorite Elliott Wave masters. Cheers, man. Thanks, Dara. And yeah, thanks for first of all, thanks for your comment, and appreciate you popping into the live stream here to write something like that, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad to have you here. Happy to have you here. Always happy to answer questions and analyze the charts with all of you. After 4 fights for ETH, we can have another 1-2. Yes, if you finish 5 waves. Of course, you're talking about the bullish one in that case. Boris. Yo, how you doing, Boris? Thanks for the gifts, dude. Oh wait, there you go. Dara, Jeroen Teerbink, guys, Taha, Erim, Dawa Quest, and Greg F. Make sure to fill in. Make sure to fill in the link. What's that? Is any of the mods here by any chance? I'm checking. I'm doing it. I'm modding. Membership form. Guys, wow, dude. Boris, thanks, man. I really like. I should actually look there, of course. But thank you, Boris. Really appreciate the support, and of course, Obelix coming in again, mate. Yesterday, Obelix, you already gifted what? What was it? 10 yesterday or whatnot? Like, take it easy, man. Yo. Keep your trading profits in your bag and then take the wifey out for dinner or something, no? Thanks for the gifts, Obelix and Boris. Appreciate it, guys. And with regards to Dara, Jeroen Teerbink, Ta Erim, Dawa Quest, Greg F, Dara here again, right? Wait. Oh, no, okay. Naman Katri, Light, It's Rex, Crypto Aman, Redhead, Mugen, I guess. Prankuzas, Niku887, Andreas Stein, and Martin V. everyone, make sure you fill in this form here. And then, so you've been gifted bronze, but we always bump gifts up to silver. So that's like short-term updates, and every morning I write a whole summary of probabilities and the analysis and everything, and then in between videos, if anything happens, I'll post it there as well. So, fill in the form, like select gifted bronze, and we'll get you sorted. You only work on cryptos, no gold or SPX? I can count anything. I've done a big gold analysis, not gold membership, that's something else. I'm actually not sure which. Do we even have it? I don't think we have it in a LINKTREE because it was one video. No, but let me. I'll get there. 1 second here. So I'll just go to the educational playlist, then go to the channel, scroll down, and it's still relevant. There you go. 6 months later, nothing really changed. So, yeah, this is the gold analysis. 6 months old, but I covered the yearly, monthly, weekly, daily time frames, and yeah, still going strong. Still going strong. So, very nice. Early Christmas presents. I know, right? Let me put you guys up there again. I'm not sure what you guys prefer, actually, like, and girls, ladies, women, and identified people. If you actually prefer me looking in the webcam or have your name on the screen. I'm still trying to find a good balance here. No wife, Sag. Sag indeed. I mean, just go. Take your friends. Take your friends. Am I legend already? I don't know. Like, Boris, how long are you a member now? I mean, you have the gold badge, which means you are a member for over 3 months now. But I don't know how long in that case you've been in diamond for. I would need to check. Yeah, just send a message somewhere and we'll figure that out. Or you probably know it best. Like, just check when you registered. Finally, the webcam found its place. Yeah, it's now above the middle of the screen, so it works best. It works best. I'm just waiting for my new mic. Like, look, I got like, okay, there we go. So I have the stand. I just don't have the mic. And the microphone that's coming is the SM7DB microphone, and I also still need to receive the XLR cable. I do already have the Streamer X like dock, like the system to plug in the microphone and make sure everything can run, but no. I'm also still waiting for a new laptop, a closet behind me. I ordered a closet and everything, so that will come. I already have the lights for in the closet. Got some nice Philips Hue Play lights. Yeah, and I think there's some other things, but I don't know. We ordered quite a bit to just update the. I have a new laptop stand, but of course you guys can't see that. I have a prompter here, so you know the prompter where I look at now. I will have a new light, by the way, that still needs to come as well. So yeah, a couple of things that aren't here just yet. I see trading is going well for you guys. I can't talk for other people, of course, but I mean I've been doing great, no problem. Also not with the move yesterday here. So I wasn't involved with any shorts because I'm not comfortable shorting all-time highs, even though they were bearish CVDs. It's not up my sleeve. I was in my long and then got stopped in profit at the 618. So yeah, perfect. Trading the plan, executing the plan, getting out when the plan changes. Important. He has big Tesla analysis on spot as well. We have done Tesla sometimes. It's already, I think already a while ago. The problem with Tesla last time was that, or not the problem, but it hit the 886, I believe. So like, other than that, it doesn't really matter. Like you're going to look for up anyway. So, guys go, hello. Wasn't it FA yesterday? Wait, can I go like back in time here? Five, 4. No, yesterday, interestingly, we actually didn't really have anything. It was just volatility. We had to move up, of course, on Wednesday here, and then continued early in the night, basically. But then on Thursday we hovered and then poop came back down. So nice. What do we have? Wednesday, December 11th. Some high impact news. Thursday, 12th. This should be interesting. That's next week. It should be interesting here, Wednesday and Thursday. And that's nice because I'm back on Wednesday or Thursday night. So that's good. I'll be home for the news related stuff here. What else do we have? December 18th should be interesting, just before Christmas. Friday 20th we have the PCE here. So I got a couple of interesting things going on. No, not bad. Muguez, trades are currently easy. I forex my future accounts as I start to work on my strategy. How do I like to hear that? Or how do I? That's a Dutch translation. That's not correct English. But basically what I'm saying is I love to hear it. First of all, the fact that you have been working on your strategy and proven, executed on your strategy with success. So that's amazing. Congratulations. I love it when people talk about, oh yeah, I put time in a strategy. And not just randomly like trading on emotion or trying to look elsewhere for signals or following like people online, as in like trading groups and all that stuff, but actually putting time and creating your own thing, which in my opinion is the best option. It will take the most amount of time, but you can customize a whole plan based on your skill set, your interesting tools, or the tools you find interesting, your character. Like, you know, I think that's the best option. That's what I did as well, and I can recommend it. It just takes time. But you've been very impressive. If you start in November, it can go very quick. You can easily build a plan in a month, few months. Depends on how difficult the plan is. You can make it very easy. As in a failed auction on the price action. Yeah. In that case, yeah, you're correct. And then you fell back in the range. So failed auction, came back in. So now you're of course back at the high of the range. Probably do this. So yeah, let's get the midline in, see where we're at. Oh. Yeah, interesting. Ranging. I was asked you in gold for Tesla way before. It was like 170. Yes, that's correct. Before I did it public on YouTube, we were talking about Tesla in gold. Yeah. Where are you going skiing? My wife, she found the area. 1 second here. Isola 2000, I believe, which is about a 2-hour drive from where we live. And yeah. So Isola, 1 second, I'll put it in chat. That's where we're going. It's a 2-hour drive, and Yeah, it should be fun, you know. Like, but I'm the I'm the only experienced snowboarder. I'm not a skier. I've never really skied, but and so my wife, I gave her 1 day of snowboarding. I used to be a snowboard instructor, so I gave my wife a full day of lessons, and like about 8 hours, and she was able to at least make some corners on her board and at least come down in one piece. However, like the three family members or the two family members and a family friend that arrived yesterday, they have zero experience, and they came with the idea to go to the mountains. Now they're from South Africa, right? They like Cape Town. They don't have like winter sports around the corner like we do here. So they wanted to check it out, and we're like, oh, okay, you know. So it should be a very interesting 2 days. I think a very amusing 2 days, and maybe in my case it will be a lot of snowboarding, and for them a lot of après ski. Oh man. Where are I check it 4 months and 3 days. Okay, well there you go. Boris, make sure to wait, actually we got a new form for that, but I need to share it still in Diamond. But Boris, what you can do is just of course, after being in Diamond then for 3 months, just go down to select silver or gold if you want to remain in gold, and then you get the Diamond Legend tag in Discord. We'll get you sorted. Yeah. We did make a new Diamond Legend questionnaire, but it's actually not like shared yet. So just do that. Make sure to write us. Like just write an email to me, and then Jeroen will see it as well, and then he will know like, oh, okay, you know, Boris became Diamond Legend. A strategy can be very simple. Managing the mental part is the hardest. Would agree, and also the fact that you can have a strategy that's based on statistics is amazing, right? Like super good, but if your mentality is not good and your psychology is not on point, you're still going to be a losing trader with the best strategy. Yeah. So that is why step 5 in these 6 steps of becoming a profitable trader is all about psychology. No? It's super important. And I recorded that video today. So it will be online, I don't know, maybe next week or 2 weeks. The editor is going to get to work and make it all nice with B-rolls and edits and all that good stuff. So like in the title, I think what we did in the title is 90. We did 90 days because I think we, like, what was the title? The title idea was becoming a profitable trader, or no, make a strategy or something like that, and then in less than 90 days, which is, I mean, you can even do it in 30 days. Like, it just depends on the tools that you like to use, but you know, I think 90 days is just, generally most people won't have it like a whole developed strategy in 30 days. Generally it takes a bit longer, no? And depending on the tools, it can take a lot longer. If you want to include Elliott waves in the strategy and you need to learn Elliott waves from the get-go, it's gonna take 1.5 to 2 years before you have like something going, no? I turned my leverage lower and gave more breathing room with stop loss, and it's been wonderful, especially alts. Good stuff, Lowry. And also nice, it probably also works on your psychology, what we talk about, that it's just more relaxed, right? But Lowry, if you have a bigger stop loss, do you also change your position size or do you increase your risk? So normally you would maybe risk 1% with your stop loss, right? But now that you have more breathing room with your stop loss, do you still use the old sizing? So instead of 1% risk, you maybe have 2, 3, 4% risk? Or do you also lower your size? Your stop loss is bigger, but you're still only risking, let's say, 1%. Of course, that will have an impact on the risk-reward ratio, But bottom line, you might of course have a higher win rate. That's always the balance, right? The win rate versus risk reward ratio. Whoa, Boris, another one, man. I just see it. Sorry, I didn't see it. I just scrolled down. Yo, Boris, another 5. Cheers, man. Yeah. ZTXM. TXM, yo. That's been a while. Is TXM here? TXM, if you're here, can you just say something? I'm not sure if he's here. Can you just like write something? Like, not many people maybe really know who TXM is, but TXM in the community is first of all one of the first that joined in Discord. Second, one of the first ever members of the channel back in the day. So he was with like in the memberships for a very long time, learned everything that he needed to, was there like very, very like doing questions and asking and building his strategy and whatnot. And then, yeah, did an amazing job in trading. So, wow, didn't expect his name to come up. But hey, ZTXM, Jared Els, is what's that? Stian Tangen and Ben Sopra. Make sure you guys fill in this link. 1 second. I am moderating myself today. Wait 1 second. And just fill in this link and then put in gifted bronze, and then we'll bump you up to silver. And Boris, thanks again, dude. Thank you, Boris. Thanks for supporting the channel. Hopefully, by the way, you have learned a lot in the past couple of months, and hopefully your trading goes very well. Make sure you save some money for yourself instead of gifting it everywhere. Wait, I'm scrolling up a little bit because I'm trying to find where I was. Wait, let me show you where I am. So let them snow tube. Yeah, they were also talking about maybe just getting a sleigh and then just go down the mountain on a sleigh. But I like to snowboard, so if they go sleighing, that's fine. But I do prefer to make kilometers, and I like to be very active and really get tired. You know, like that's why I'm there. Just experience, go out, make many kilometers, up down, and then at the end of the day, being dead, sleep. Next day, same thing. Probably my wife will like to also go out there and make some kilometers, but it will be a bit tougher because she's new. She hasn't been snowboarding for a while. The last time I took her out for lessons, a few years ago, so she still remembers the basics because we covered it, and I basically questioned her just to double check if she still knows the like basic technique, but she does. But of course, putting it into use again will be a different story. So probably need to give her a little bit of a warm up. As good, we always went to La Bresse. It was only a 5-hour drive, so it was good for a short ski or snowboard. Yeah, and it's nice. Like for me, like so we just moved to France here, Nice. This is the first time I go skiing here, and I'm very excited to see like, you know, like it's apparently it's a 2-hour drive, and then you're there. Like wow, 2-hour drive. That's insane. That is from where I used to live to Amsterdam, and now you're in the mountains. Rahul, I have one doubt. When there is a wave 1 of any impulse, wave 2 should not go below wave 1 point. Also off wave 1. Would you consider, but you consider 86, why not? No, so the invalidation of an impulse, there's a difference here, right? So we have wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The invalidation of an impulse is always the low. Wave 2 is not allowed to take out the origin of your wave 1, right? However, the moment wave 2 hits the 886 Fibonacci, the probabilities, because it's not an invalidation, but the probabilities for this move down to be a wave 2 significantly diminish. And that is good information to have, because the moment you touch an 886, the probabilities decrease. This is an impulse in a wave 1. Any move, right? So let me do this. Any move to the upside after an 886 touch is higher probability corrective in C or Y. Now, in most of the cases, you're not even going to take out this high anymore, right? In a zigzag 535, you will, right? Maybe WXY, but most often what you'll see after 886 is see a reaction and then come back down to take out the low. So that is just probabilities. So the invalidation of an impulse is taking out the origin of your wave 1, but the 886 lowers the probabilities for an impulse significantly. Janif Haver, hi. We are saying we're in the middle of wave 4. We are analyzing the subwave before the local zigzag. We took out the high. We will, but we only know this is a zigzag down here as a subwave, and anything here to the upside at the moment for me is not worth time and effort. It's too young. You know, the range is not, it's not big enough. Let me put you guys there. The range it's not yet like big enough. So this, of course, a 3, but this still, you know, it's forming. I do have a bit of resistance to the upside here. I actually forgot to show that in the analysis, but bit of an order block over here, value area low 786. Of course, golden pocket with the top of the channel, but there is not yet a lot of interesting things happening here from an Elliott wave point of view with this move here to the upside. So yeah, just waiting really. 886 touched. The 886 down here is not relevant, this one. Taken from the low to the high. And the reason is, the only thing you want to check with an 886 is, do you get a potential impulse down or not? Right? So if you would count this as a wave 1, and you look for 2, then the 886 is relevant, because then you're like, well, you know, low probabilities, this is a wave 1 and this is a wave 2 of an impulse. But we were never looking for this to be a wave 1 and 2. So therefore the 886 here, this is all it gives you, like, but it's not an 886 that I was looking for. Yeah. I'm studying. Mario, it's good. It's good. It's good that you're studying. You know, knowledge. What's that? Knowledge is power, they say. No. So you want to pull 886s from very clear highs and lows. So you take it from this high to the low, and if you then touch the 886, you know, okay, probabilities are very high to continue the trend. Any move down, higher probability corrective, take out the high. That's what you know. Now, in the beginning, when you had this move up and all of this was not yet known, you pull an 886 also from the low to this high and then to that high. Because if price would have retraced to the 886, then at least you know, okay, well, this is not an impulse, so I have to count this corrective, right? And then, but, and this is a very important detail. You have to count this corrective, but touching an 886 here, taken from this low to the high, does not mean you take out this low, because you can have W, X, Y, hit the 886 and escape. So in other words, let's make it simple. I mean, it's literally in the title. Keeping it simple. The 886s that you want to pull are always from the start of a move, right, to the end of the first move. That's it. Right? So you're in a bull market here, you pull it from the high to the low, from the high to the low, right? And then only when you start to really like change structure, that's when you can pull it from the low to the high. Right? But the start of a range, pull it from the start of a range, high to low in that particular case. No? Is there another trading method than emotion? Is there? Okay, guys, I don't have long anymore. I just got invited. I checked my phone to go with the family of my wife to the Christmas market here in the city. So I will join them. Lovely community. Cheers, Nicholas. it's thanks to all of you. Thanks to all of you. I guess it's also the audience that we kind of attract with the channel. Not much like the signal, people trying to look for signals or long or short or like very, very young. We do have like the biggest audience of the channel, like 68%, I believe, is between 25 and 44 years old on the channel. And then I believe, out of my head, 17% is between 18 and 25. And then the rest is older than 44. Or 55. Older at least. Do you know Satoshi? Yes. Nice. Studying and working at the same time. It's what it takes, right? Like trading is like also building a business in a way, right? You're an entrepreneur, and just like trying to start a business when you're still working full time, you'll use the early mornings, the late evenings, and the weekends to build and work on your business. So yeah, you're doing great. Was less reward, but sleep better. That's an important improvement. From the fire, but for the holidays, I should be ready and start studying. Yeah, man, like it was hectic, dude. So everyone, Boris's house caught fire. Don't wish that to anyone, of course. Hopefully, everything is sorted soon and you can get back at it. I was somewhat good at skateboarding, but didn't go well on snow, so I skateboard in halls in winter. It's a great sport, skateboarding. I like to see people skateboard. I'm not that great of a skateboarder myself. I tend to like I can just roll, but I can't do anything else. I'll go face down. Would be great if you can make detailed mechanical fit measurement training video trying to find some advanced and no success. I see. Yeah, it's definitely an idea. I also have something coming with regards to, or at least fibs are included, which is a very, very big Elliott wave and more like book, document, compendium, whatever you like to call it. It's already 50 pages. So it's in the works. Oops, hit the mic. But yeah, maybe a video sometime about like how to use the fibs. Would be a good idea. Of course, I do include fibs in the Elliott Wave Beginners Guide. So this playlist here, I talk about fibs of every scenario. So that might already give you a good idea of how to use the fibs, as I also explain how I pull them. Mr. Koens, have you seen a video of where the guys do countdown and sell at the same time for a massive dump? I haven't. Yeah. Don't be involved in such projects. No? I can imagine they had a good laugh though, but the people that were invested probably didn't. GCF, welcome. Michael. 786 is a magic fib level on Bitcoin. Natural resistance support. I don't know why. Yeah, I always have it on my chart. Daniel Rizvi. I almost made more dollars in trading corrections than impulses. Once you determine it is a correction, it's easy to trade, and 886 played a vital role in that. Thanks to you. Thanks, Daniel. And I'm happy to hear that you do very well in corrective structures. Most people struggle in corrective structures. They make money during bigger impulsive moves, but then they lose money again when price is ranging. But I'm happy to hear that the 886 has helped you out. You know, it's incredible. It's such good information to have, knowing about that 886 that I discovered somewhere at the end of like just before I started, or around I started the channel. That's when I kind of like encountered the 886 probabilities. It's been very, very helpful also in my trading. And I'm happy to do. I'm happy to see you do. You do very well yourself. I always love messages. I have like a folder on my computer with like messages. Sometimes it's just nice to look at. The only emotion I have is Elliott. New entry, not at the moment. I'm not interested in nor going long nor short. I was in a long yesterday, stopped out in profit when the probabilities changed, hitting 100K and $63, right? So profit was made and followed the plan, executed on the plan. And the moment probabilities changed, I was out. So perfect execution. And now I'm just waiting more information. I'm not interested in this stuff here. 52 here. Rodney, Milo's a miner. 34, 32 here. Enjoy the Christmas market. Thanks, Nicholas. I see many YouTube Elliott waivers, but you are the only one I've seen mention the 886. Yeah. I have also not seen it online. It's just that when you when you study Elliott waves and you purely look at the theory, you get a very good grasp of how everything works. But then once you have all the theory and it becomes second nature, you're gonna see small little details by combining different things, right? Like combining either different scenarios or different fibs and whatnot. And that's how I got to the 886. I combined the theory I had about impulses with corrective structures. And of course, it's like but impulse wave 2 more specifically with corrective structures wave Bs and Xs. And that's how I got to the 886. But if you only read about impulse or only read about a WXY, you won't hear about the 886. It's the combination that eventually got me the knowledge about the 886. And that's after then doing research and tracking statistics, it's been an incredible help. So it's basically improving Elliott waves, right? Like in its probabilities and how it can help you as a trader. So I'm happy to add my 2 cents to the theory, I suppose. What's the biggest difference between looking at the golden pocket and the 886? Depends on, I suppose, more like the scenario you're looking at. So a golden pocket is the most common retracement area. So from just purely data, right? When you have a wave 1, 2 and up, most common target for 2 is the golden pocket. Of course, you have the 05786, but most common is the golden pocket. And same with a wave B or a wave X, right? But it's an important level on the chart. And the golden pocket also comes down to mainly the 618. And you actually want to do a little bit of research on this, I suppose, by Googling Fibonacci. And if you Google Fibonacci 618, not retracement, not Elliott waves, just 618, then you'll see that the 618 in nature, even in your human body and face and whatnot, actually plays a very important role. And it's more like a thing that you can find in the ebbs and flows of life. And the 618 in trading is quite simply a very important support resistance area. So you can use it in confluence with other stuff. Now, with regards to a wave 4, if you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a wave 4 should not touch the 618. It's an invalidation, at least from a probabilities perspective. So officially, by the rules and guidelines of Mr. Nelson Elliott himself, the 618 is not an invalidation, right? However, when you approach trading from a probabilities perspective, you need to find ways to get an edge. And the wave 4 most commonly retraces to the 2, 3, 6 and the 05. And the 618 retracement for wave 4 is so incredibly rare, right? So rare. I've never seen it. And even Kennedy in his 20 years has never seen it. It's so rare that it's better to look at other structures. So that is what the 618 then represents. It's like, well, you can as well just use it as an invalidation for a wave 4 and then look at something else. And this worked perfectly yesterday again, as it actually always does. So wave 4 invalidated, poof, ta-da. So yeah, very nice. I discovered one more thing after it touched invitation. Price wants to go cluster fib level as a TP. Yeah, the 1.236 to the 1.382 is a very important target. That is what the KRZ is for here. So the KRZ, let me do the range simple. If I open the fibs, levels, there you go. The 1.236 to the 1.38. And all my KRZ templates, it's the Koens reversal zone, is built around the 1.236 to the 1.38 pocket. So yeah, I completely agree, Obelix. That area is a very interesting area of resistance. I don't really have an explanation for it. I just, yeah. Also something you just find, like. Yeah, the 886 is very, very good. And if especially also if you can use the 1.382 in your price section as well with regards to targets or a TP, it's good, right? So you build statistics, and by building statistics, you can add elements and information to your trading. So you now know that, hey, if we hit an 886, might go down to the golden pocket, I could have an entry, stop loss below the 05, first TP, maybe at the 1.382, no? And then, ta-da, you might have yourself a trading plan. And then you just execute every time it happens. So that's, of course, how quote-unquote easy it can be, but it will take time to collect some data, statistics. That's always the boring part, I suppose. And wave 4 is invalidated, following tomorrow. Yes. Correct, Mario. Wave 4 is out of the picture. Okay, guys, I gotta go. Winter Wonderland here in Nice is waiting for me. My wife and her South African family are currently there, and I'm gonna join them for the last couple of hours. The market is open. Have a look, first time. Of course, I moved to Nice earlier this year, and I've never been to Nice in winter, so it's a great experience so far, and it's beautiful in the city. So I will make sure to put some stuff on Instagram. Right, so you can follow along and see what I am what I'm doing and what's out there in Nice, in case you're interested. So thanks for being here, guys. LJ, cheers. Laurent, Obelix, Mario, Michael Medina, welcome to bronze, by the way, popping in at the end. Appreciate it, man. So thanks for joining. And yeah, this weekend, just to repeat, this weekend I am out and about. I'll be skiing, so I won't be here. But of course, in the weekends in general, there's not really any content because the market tends to be very slow. But I won't be able to make content because I'll be on a snowboard 2 days. I will then come back Sunday night somewhere, but Monday and Tuesday I'll be in Paris. Now, when I go to Paris, I will take my stuff with me. And I will try to record from my hotel room or just do a live stream whenever we have some time or whatnot. And then on Tuesday night, then I'm back, and then we just go at it again. So yeah, well, at least better be informed. So yeah, thanks for being here, and have a great weekend. I will, of course, be able. You can reach me by just commenting underneath videos or live streams, or tag me in Discord or whatever, right? So I will have my phone with me, so I'm active, but of course making a video when you're on the snowboard is a little bit difficult. So that being said, see you at the next one. Have a good weekend.